Call of Duty 2020 hasn't even been announced, yet alone revealed, but in this video, I'm going to fill you in on some huge news for the future of Call of Duty, as one Call of Duty game a year might become a thing of the past, as we have multiple Call of Duty games on the horizon. Now, as we jump into this, it is very important that you watch the entire video through. We got a lot to talk about, so I'm going to need your full attention. And if you're part of the lovely 71% who watch my videos but aren't subscribed yet, consider pressing that sub button right now. We post Call of Duty news as soon as it breaks, so be sure to click that button so you don't miss out. And if you like the idea of multiple Call of Duty games a year, let me know down below in the comment section, and be sure to give the video a like if you like the idea. Now, where has this all come from? Let me explain. With each Call of Duty release, it runs on a cycle between different studios. Infinity Ward made Modern Warfare, and this year, it's heavily rumored and assumed that Treyarch are releasing a Call of Duty game this year. It should have been Sledgehammer Games this year to release a Call of Duty following Call of Duty WWII. But since the release of that game, the studio suffered some huge blows when its founders left in 2018, so they've just become a support studio, helping to make Call of Duty each year, but not actually making their own game. But ladies and gentlemen, this is where things are about to change. We know they're working on Call of Duty 2020 with Treyarch and rumored to be working on single player for that game, but they have just revealed that they are working on multiple projects, hiring up to 100 more developers than the 200 they currently have. And since Sledgehammer Games are an Activision-owned studio, multiple Call of Duty games are in the pipeline, which is incredibly exciting. So I guess the first question is, what games could we expect? And how realistic is it for us to expect multiple Call of Duty games from them? Well, unlike Treyarch and unlike Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer Games have multiple studios in different countries. Before, they only had their San Francisco studio, which helped make Advanced Warfare and WWII, but now they have studios in California, Foster City, and Melbourne, Australia. In comparison to Treyarch, that has one big team in Santa Monica, California, they have 3 different studios bouncing across the world where all sorts of work can take place. So a lot more work can be done in a quicker time frame to make these games. But to look at the future, let's look at Sledgehammer Games' past, because they were working on a Call of Duty game back in 2011, which was going to be called Call of Duty Vietnam, a cancelled installment in the Call of Duty series that was going to take place in the 60s and 70s in Cambodia, Vietnam, and Laos. Now, what made this game far different to any other Call of Duty game we've seen before is that it would have been a third-person only Call of Duty game. Yeah, I don't know if that would have worked, Chief. And apparently there was 8 months of development on the game, which the game had 15 minutes playable at that point, at which point Activision offered Sledgehammer the chance to help Infinity Ward create Modern Warfare 3. And in January 2011, it was confirmed that the action-adventure game COD Vietnam would be cancelled or put on hold. But when Advanced Warfare came around, the game was confirmed to be cancelled. But in an interview, if the studio was ever asked to make a third-person COD game again, they would continue development on Call of Duty Vietnam. Now, since it's heavily rumored that this year's game is going to be set in Vietnam, for all we know, they could throw in all the ideas they had for their original game into Treyarch's game. But they said if they were ever asked to make a third-person Call of Duty game again, they wouldn't hesitate to do it. It sounds really weird and something which shouldn't work, but if they'd done it right, I reckon it could be a decent idea. Multiple projects could also mean they could be working on their own next mainline title in the Call of Duty franchise, separate from Modern Warfare, separate from Black Ops, and separate from the WWII, because of course they can't really do a sequel to that. But replaying the game for this video, the campaign, although it wasn't incredible, it was still really well done. Multiplayer as well was super solid. Zombies, I can't quite say the same, but you look at it and it was the best selling Call of Duty game of the console generation until Black Ops 4 and Modern Warfare came around. Whether you like them or not, these games were incredibly popular by Sledgehammer and proves that they are a very capable studio for making a good Call of Duty game. With them going on a hiring spree, I could definitely see Call of Duty go back to that 3-year development cycle that we got used to, meaning that Infinity Ward and Treyarch have even more time in the coming years to polish and make sure that their Call of Duty releases are absolutely top-notch and not rushed whatsoever. But in terms of other Call of Duty games besides the mainline Call of Duty games, a rumor that was brought in March from the gaming revolution is that apparently Sledgehammer Games are working on a free-to-play COD game. I have absolutely no idea if this is true or not, but I think it's a very interesting thing to discuss regardless if it happens or not. Because you look at the success of Call of Duty Warzone as a free-to-play battle royale, and it's like, how can Call of Duty take on that free-to-play role even further by having a full-on game game which is free to play and truly dominate the gaming marketplace, a little bit like how Fortnite have done by making every part of the game free to play. If I had to take a guess what that could mean, it could be something very similar to Call of Duty Online, where you have a full-on single player, although it is basically a mashup of everything good from the original Modern Warfare and Black Ops games. You've got multiplayer across all genres of those games, as well as crazy co-op modes like cyborg zombies, big PvE missions, and battle royale. We've been waiting years for something like that to arrive, and if something like that was on console and PC, I think Call of Duty would be one of the biggest games on the planet. It already is with Warzone, but diversifying it so it's not just battle royale but covers every mode that people enjoy in Call of Duty, and you would have a game which could be updated for years and years and years. Then you also have to weigh up how would that go into account with a yearly premium release Call of Duty game. Would people still buy the yearly Call of Duty game release? Like, how are they different? What makes the premium version better than the free to play? Like, how is that gonna work, and what is it gonna mean? I really don't know. For all we know, the rumor of a free to play Call of Duty from Sledgehammer Games could be entirely false, but I think Activision have realized now that free to play is the way forward if they want to bring as many players into the world of Call of Duty as possible, and they've definitely seen that from Warzone. They've gotten a ton of old players back again because the game is free, and it sounds like a very healthy thing for Call of Duty to have in general. Like, I think what would be incredible is if Sledgehammer Games made their own version of a free-to-play Call of Duty Zombies game, which had every element of Treyarch zombies in it, but it was free to play. It had maps constantly updated and new things added, but it was like its own standalone thing, and it was just updated all the time for years and years. Because as long as there is a foundation game that has an amazing engine and mechanics like Black Ops 3, for instance, you don't need to have a brand new game every 2 or 3 years that has, you know, new zombies maps and new engines and mechanics. You could just have one foundation game and just keep updating it, and it will constantly bring in amazing amounts of players and content. Like, look at Zombies Chronicles, for instance, the best-selling DLC on the PlayStation Store in 2017, 2 years after the release of Black Ops 3. If they really want to keep the hype in, they could easily drop DLC in a free-to-play Call of Duty Zombies standalone game, and I think it would still make loads of money. Everyone would enjoy it, and it would just be a very healthy thing for Call of Duty and zombies. Looking at Sledgehammer's COO, who told VentureBeat about all of this stuff involving, you know, hiring up to 100+ new developers over the next year. They have a clear plan for the future, apparently. Like, the studio has been reborn, and to celebrate their 10th anniversary, they're calling this initiative Decade 2. Where the moment that they start this new decade of game creation, they have a clear roadmap and an enormous opportunity ahead, being able to work with teams in California and Australia. For all we know, if they do a free-to-play game, which I can assume would be a very sensible thing for them to go down the route of, because then they still have the premium COD every year, then they have this free-to-play. I've seen some people suggest that perhaps it could be like an RPG-styled Call of Duty game. So forget what you know about Call of Duty games, but have it like a sort of Destiny style game, where it's an open world Call of Duty game where you have a character and you can go around to different worlds and do stuff. Like, it sounds a little bit in the relation to their third person idea, but it just takes Call of Duty in a different direction. But it's a style which is different enough that there's a clear, distinct difference between that and what a premium release every year would be and what we expect from that, but healthy enough that they can both exist in the same franchise, in the same universe. Just like COD Online and with COD Mobile, we can see multiple franchise characters from different Call of Duty games like Black Ops and Modern Warfare, Advanced Warfare, just coming into one huge game, and it's just a huge collective of fun content which is constantly updated and changed as the months and years go on. I think it'll be a really good thing for Call of Duty, but nevertheless, what it stands right now, ladies and gentlemen, is that Call of Duty has never been in a better place. Like, I really hope this year's game is going to be a good one, and I I have full faith in Treyarch. They're going to deliver a banging game after what happened with the reception of Black Ops 4. But it's hard to see what the future of Call of Duty looks like. We can obviously expect a sequel to Modern Warfare, which is going to be insane. But then what happens from there on? That is the question. But we've got a free-to-play mobile game that's already been out for a while. We've got a free-to-play battle royale. It's only a matter of time before they go one step further and we get a full-fledged free-to-play Call of Duty game. If you had free reign to control what that would be and what it would look like, what would you do for it? Let me know down below in the comment section. But if you enjoyed this video, it got you excited for the future of COD, let me know and drop a like rating. You can check out my previous video on your screen now about some sad news about this year's Call of Duty 2020 involving iconic Zombies developer leaving Treyarch. If you've not seen that, you can check it out now. Otherwise, I'll catch you for another video very, very soon.